Hey, my sleepy samurais. It's raining a little bit. I hope you guys can hear that. I was gonna do this video without the headphones, but the rain is kind of loud in here, and I didn't want it to be louder than me, so we got the headphones for lo-fi. So I haven't really been posting. I've actually been really sick since I would say the end of October, beginning of November. The last video I did for you guys that I posted, I did on Halloween, and something was going on. I wasn't feeling very good when I was making those videos, but I was just still trying to make them so you guys had stuff. And after that, I just started to get like worse and worse, and sometimes I would have like okay days where I felt okay, but I just was so like drained from not feeling good and like being sick, or I like didn't and wasn't motivated to like do anything. Like I just, these past 2 months have been like really hard. I'm not gonna go like too in depth about what's been going on, because it's like my health and it's really personal, and just, I mean, eventually I'll talk a little bit more about it, because this is something that is like tied to something that happened in September, beginning of September, that was like really traumatic for me. So I didn't realize what happened in the beginning of September, how it was affecting my health, and it just kind of escalated, and then new stuff, but it doesn't have anything to do with what's going on in the world right now. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not sick with anything like that, but it's definitely been really hard, because I lost a bunch of weight, and it is not good for me at all. So I was feeling okay today. I went to go look at a job that I'm gonna have going on at the beginning of the year. So I figured I'd take the time to talk to you guys a little bit about all this, especially because I have been really MIA. I wasn't sure what to do, because I don't want to be like, hey, I'm gonna start making more content for you guys, and then it never happened, and I was just too tired, like physically and mentally, to really do or deal with anything. So, like I said, I've been feeling better for the past it's Thursday today. I say I started feeling a little bit better on Monday. I had a horrible Christmas because I was not okay. Like, I don't get migraines very often, but I did. It started on Christmas Eve. I knew something wasn't right by the way I was feeling, and I think I got the migraine because I started a new medication, and because once I got the migraine and I stopped taking it, I still had the migraine, but after I stopped taking it and I got out of my body, the migraine went away and I felt better like the next day. So yeah, I haven't been taking it. And the only reason why I started that medicine is because it was going to help with my appetite, because I haven't really had one. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. That's what been going on with me. I really hope this feeling better thing keeps up, and so I can start making stuff for you guys again. My work phone is going off, that's why I keep looking down. I lost my train of thought. Making more content for you guys. For YouTube. I've only seen a couple comments about me being gone that were like, somebody said that I stopped posting on YouTube because I'm making people pay for it on Patreon, which is not why I stopped posting. I've had a really hard time keeping up with my Patreon, so that is not what is going on, and I'm not that type of content creator. I do really think I am going to pause my Patreon though, so nobody gets charged for January. And whatever content I've been able to make but not post, I'm going to put all on my Patreon so people can enjoy it that have paid. Before January 1st. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with the other website. So that's something I'm going to have to make a decision about, because subscriptions on that one works differently. They're 30 days from when you subscribe, not at the beginning of the month you're charged. So I'm gonna have to try and figure out what I'm gonna do there. And when I looked into like just pausing it so people wouldn't get charged for the subscription, you like can't. You have to like totally like deactivate the account, which is not what I want to do because I don't want to screw anybody over. Especially people who might have just subscribed, which I took my links down out of my link tree. I don't know if people are finding it from my Twitter, the link to the website. I really don't know how because I'm still getting people subscribing. Which, when I knew I wasn't going to be able to post as much, I took the links out because I didn't want to be advertising for anything I wasn't able to regularly post on. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with that. All I've read into it is that if you want to like make your page where it can't be, or people can't subscribe to it, you have to be inactive for 30 days, which is not fair to new people who are subscribing and are expecting new content. But the one thing I do like about that website, I think Patreon does the same thing. I can't really tell. It shows you the date and like my activity for posting. So when you subscribe, you can see that I have not been posting regularly. I've tried to push more of my posts to the DMs portion, just because I wanted to see how that would work out. But other than that, you guys should see my room. It's a disaster because I've been buying before I really started to get sick. I bought all this stuff for videos for you guys, for try-ons, for whatever, and I literally have, except for Christmas gifts I bought for my partner, I literally have not opened any of my packages. So the corner of my room where I normally record is where I put a lot of those items, so I remember I'm using them for videos. It's a disaster. Like, it's a nightmare. I'm trying to get my like live streaming, like recording room put together better. Because I've had a desk in there for the longest time, but my partner took it over for some like craft or something they were doing. And I've had that desk for like 4 months, and it's been like that for like 4 months. But I finally got my hands on a PS5 around Thanksgiving, and this will tell you how like not well I've been feeling. I literally did not set it up until like a week ago, and I've had it since like Thanksgiving. So, yep, it's been a while that I haven't felt well, that I haven't been able to feel well enough to do anything. Right before I had the migraine during Christmas. I turned it on to play it, and I wasn't feeling well for the first time. And that was right before I got the migraine. And then, since I was feeling okay yesterday after work, I came home and I played it. I finally bought Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I've been wanting to get since it came out. But they were having a bunch of, like, sales or whatever because of Christmas and the end of the year. So I ended up getting that. And I started playing it yesterday, and I ended up sitting there playing it for 7 hours. I didn't even realize I was in there for that long. But for my PlayStation, I was gonna get a computer monitor so I could sit it on the desk, but the computer monitors just ended up being too small. For my personal gaming preference. So I ended up going with a TV, and the TV I ended up picking, I wanted to buy a TV that was big enough so I could put like a monitor next to it. So when I go to like live stream on Twitch any gameplay I have, I can monitor Twitch on the computer screen. My hand's starting to cramp up. And the TV I wanted either came in a 43-inch, which was a little too, I'm gonna say small, just for the space in the desk and everything. It either came in a 43-inch or a 50-inch, and it was like $100 difference in price. And I'm like, why am I gonna spend $100 less and get a 43-inch TV when I'm already spending all this money and can get a 50-inch TV? Well, the 50-inch TV is a little bit too big for my desk. My desk, I think, is a 62 or 63-inch desk, but with the TV sitting on it, and I don't really want to put a wall mount up because we're going to be moving. I think it's in May. I just don't really want to mount the TV because it's at a really nice height for my gaming chair and everything. Plus, even if I mount it on the wall, the computer screen would like be in front of the TV. So with the TV on the desk and the PlayStation next to the TV, there isn't like a whole heck of a lot of room. So I'm thinking about making, buying another desk and doing like an L shape. So I can put my laptop and a computer monitor on there if I want to. Because I looked up how to do the VPN for, and like recording with the camera and everything like that for the PlayStation, but now I have to figure out how you do it. The PlayStation 4. Now I have to figure out how you do it with the PlayStation 5. Which I've not yet looked into. But because I did buy a webcam, I still have not opened my Blue Yeti X, which I purchased several months ago. I am having a hard time with like the audio being staticky with my Blue Yeti, so I ordered another cord to see if that's what it could be. I'm not great with that, with like audio equipment at all. So hopefully the new cord fixes it. There are just so many people here at this TJ Maxx. I got here around 10 and there's been people coming in and out of the store since I've been here. And it's right by Bath and Body Works. People love their bathing products. But yeah, so webcam. I'm trying to find the right like boom arm thing to use. I'm about to order 2 different ones off of Amazon to see which one I like better. Because one's significantly cheaper than the other, and I'd rather try both of them out. If the cheaper one is better, of course I'll return the more expensive one. But if the cheaper one is cheaper because it is cheaper, then, you know, I'll get rid of that one too, or return it. But because I told my partner I played that game for 7 hours, and he's like, you know, if you did that every day, you could be a full-time gamer. And I'm like, I don't know if I could play video games. Assassin's Creed games, yes, because they're like the open world and they always have stuff going on. Any other games, I have a hard time playing that long because they like don't hold my attention for that long. Like they remastered Ratchet and Clank, so I downloaded that one, and that was like the first game I played, and I could only play it for like 2 hours. It got like kind of boring and repetitive, and it's not the same way as I remember it being when I first originally played it. There's some things that are definitely different. And then I haven't put Overwatch on the PS5 yet. But I have not played Overwatch in a really long time. I didn't even play it for Halloween, which I always like playing it for Halloween because it has a really cool skins on. I can't even play Overwatch for 7 hours. think it would be easier to play if I had like people I knew to play with, because I always play with random people, and that's why I never get in competitive. The only time I do competitive is when they do the competitive capture the flag, because it's like my favorite game in Overwatch. And I don't know what number or level I am, but I'm still bronze because I don't play it even if I play it all the time, I can only play for like 3 hours tops. I can't play it for ungodly amounts of time. Well, I'm some type of bronze, but whenever I place competitively, I still place gold, so I don't know. Because some guy on Twitter was trying to talk some bad smack. Because I was only still bronze. And if he paired with me, he would have to carry me the entire time. I'm like, number one, I don't know why you're talking. It was some weird conversation. I don't even know how it started. Like, who says I want to play with you? This is why I don't talk to anybody on Twitter. Just make posts occasionally and go on with my life. Yeah. And I've been talking about trying to start up Twitch for the longest time. I just really need to just like do it. I'm one of those people that if like it's not totally perfect, it's like really hard for me to just do something sometimes. And like if I don't have everything perfectly in place, it's like hard for me to just like jump in with certain things. And for some reason, me live streaming on Twitch has been that thing. I'm not like this with everything. It wasn't like this with my YouTube channel. I barely had my life together when I started ASMR and everything. A long time ago, somebody made I think it was in my Q&A video, somebody said something about like start podcasting. I didn't even know what I would talk about. Like the same thing I do now. I don't even know what to talk about now. I'll just sit here and ramble on and hope it makes you guys feel better. I think it would be super awesome to be able to do that though. Because it would just be a job. I don't know. I don't have to have this regular job anymore, which sometimes really sucks. And I've shown my truck in a couple videos. This is not my truck. This is another supervisor's truck. my truck was in the shop for a while, and the supervisor drives significantly less than I do. So they took the rental, so we didn't put a bunch of miles on the rental vehicle, and I took their truck. It's not a full-size pickup truck. It's one of those Chevy Silverado, or mine's a Silverado. This is a Colorado. It's a cute little peppy truck, but I definitely miss my truck. But I'm supposed to be getting into a work truck at some point, because we're hiring a new scheduler, and I guess the scheduler is going to get my truck, because my truck has a lot of miles on it. It has like, I'm going to say 260,000 miles on it. I don't know how many miles I had on it when I got it, but I've had it almost, it'll be 2 years in March, so a little over a year and a half. And we've definitely gone places. So the scheduler is going to drive significantly less than I do. And so they're going to take my truck, so they have a company vehicle to drive. And I'm at some point going to get a new pickup truck. I really don't know when, because it was supposed to already happen by now, but we'll see. How that goes. But yeah, this truck, I have it jam-packed with so much crap, because, you know, I went from a Silverado, and I didn't even take everything out of my Silverado, because I couldn't fit everything in here. I just took the stuff I like to have extra things, because sometimes my crews are very forgetful, and I'll go there to check on them, and they'll be like, oh, hey, we forgot this at the shop and we need it. And I'm like, okay, just like, how am I supposed to get back to the shop? Because I never work anywhere that's close to our office. So I made it a habit. Hold on, let me wipe my nose real quick. It was itching, and I guess it was itching because it was running. It's gross. But, so I've made it a habit to carry, like, extra stuff with me. So, when I switched over to the Colorado, I made sure I carried, like, the stuff I use almost every day, and just, like, a couple extra, like, things, and if they forget stuff there as well. Because the toolbox is significantly smaller than mine, but this toolbox actually locks, which is nice, because when the supervisor, the last person who had my pickup truck, I don't know what the hell he did to this thing, but the lock on the toolbox doesn't work. The, like, underskirt on the bumper, it was, like, partially ripped off. He had a bunch of dings everywhere. He had a dent in the bumper. I'm pretty sure there's a dent in the rear bumper. I don't know what he did to this vehicle, but it drove, so and it's free, so I don't really care. But I've been sitting in this parking lot for like almost an hour, so I'm gonna wrap up this video, and I'm really glad we got to spend this time together, and I hope this video helped you in some way. Either reduce stress, anxiety, or maybe you're even asleep. And if you're asleep, I want you to know that I appreciate you. If you're awake and you made it to this point in the video, you are amazing. Well guys, I'm really glad we got to spend this time together, and I hope to get to see you guys again really, really soon. Thanks. Bye.